Hello and welcome to cheapsheds.com. This video will show you how to build the sidewalls for your shed using the plans available on my website at www.cheapsheds.com. This is the second half of video number 5 in my 12 video series on how to build a shed. The sidewalls have different measurements than the gable end walls. Measure and cut the wall studs and plates per table 2 and figures 4B, 4C, and 4D. The studs on these sidewalls are cut with an angle on the top end, and the measurement is from the short side of the angle. Make sure you build the sidewalls with the short side of the stud on the outside of the wall where the siding will be nailed. You do this by laying the stud down on the floor with the short side up in all cases. If you're going to put a door in one of the sidewalls, then proceed to step 5 for instructions on how to frame a door into this wall. Build a blank wall first, then build a door wall on top of it. Lay out the top and bottom plates at 24 inches on center and drill 2 1/8 inch pilot holes for each stud. These plates are 7 inches shorter than the overall length because they will sit inside the gable end walls. So when you lay these walls out, the end studs will be 3.5 inches closer to the next stud than with the gable walls as per figure 6. Lay the wall studs on the floor with the short side up, spaced about 24 inches apart. Attach each stud to the bottom plate with 2 3.5 inch screws or 16 D nails. Before you attach each stud to the top plate, put a 1/4 inch spacer below the end of the stud to raise it up so that the stud will be in proper alignment with the corner of the top plate so the siding will lay flat. Lay a scrap of wood along the stud extending past the top plate to double check the spacing is correct. Make sure the siding is square to the frame with a 4-inch overhang at the bottom plate. Snap a chalk line along the center of the top and bottom plates and along the outermost 2 studs to identify those nail lines. Nail with 8D galvanized nails every 8 inches. Trim the 3/4 inch lip overhanging the end. Measure and mark from the bottom of the siding and snap a chalk line to mark the top cut line. Cut this excess siding off, which will leave a 3.5 inch overhang at the top plate. Leave this finished wall in place and build the next wall directly on top of it. Now that all the walls are complete, you might want to paint the walls and the trim while you can work on them laying horizontally. They will be much easier to paint this way. Thanks for watching this video on how to build the sidewalls for your shed. The next video in this series is how to make the door. To buy the plans to build a shed and to see all the videos in this shed building series, go to my website at www.cheapsheds.com.